Clemson Memorial Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Under fire. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see it takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the draw, it's Davidson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
This offense offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Looking to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. From the red zone, it's Scott. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. On the run, it's Goff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down, and you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll try the run. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there. The linebacker covering serious ground. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fakes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Headed outside, it's Johnson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back just dumped.
Got a little grass. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Luis. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
Pulls it in. It's Jackson. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to it. Maybe some room here. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Bailey. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Got enough for the first.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Just feeds the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Davidson. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He goes right back to the air. Stepping to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lost the fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Snow. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he drops the throw. Right on the money. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He talked to his team in the locker room about their energy level. He said this game is close, but everything of our season is on the line. He's trying to get them fired up, getting them on the field, ready to go here to start the third. More energy, more enthusiasm. They've got to have it here late in the season to keep their playoff dreams alive.
Okay, Holly. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay at it.
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. As
sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're going to run it to the right. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The play action fake. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it from the red zone. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Plucks it out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for open space. It's Johnson. Knocked down for the tackle. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Finding some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Clemson! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Goff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run, and he's knocked down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Snow. Still on his feet at the 45. Running through contact. A big play as he takes it all the way down to the 17-yard line before going out of bounds. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
So now it's 2nd and long on an injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State going up tempo. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. Oh, they blocked the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The handoff keep for the first. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Turning on the Jets. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, NC State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Release to the back. They're working that left side. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. In the red area, it's Davidson. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Fires quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. Motion from the back. The snap sets up the throw. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Back to pass on second down. Dances away to buy time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense forced him into an intentional grounding call, and now they'll try to shut down the drive on third and goal. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it down the field. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
Well, they call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys.
He'll off one deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this.